What's going on, guys? It's Steve. So did James Harden, with his performance last night against the Cleveland Cavaliers, just solidify himself the MVP of the 2016-2017 NBA season? Now, James Harden, I've been saying this since the beginning of the season. James Harden's going to win MVP. I've been saying that James Harden, periodically, I would say every 2 weeks, I would make a video saying and explaining why James Harden still deserves MVP. And I'm going to continue to do that because he still is not getting the recognition that he deserves, which is weird because he's definitely the leading candidate for MVP this season. It's just really frustrating to see some people still think that a Russell Westbrook deserves it over a James Harden, which is absolutely ludicrous. Okay, now I know a lot of people are going to say, Steve, when Russell Westbrook has a triple-double, the Thunder are like 22-6. I understand that. Okay? But the thing is when he doesn't have a triple-double, they are not that good. And I know that can lead to people saying, oh, well, that shows how bad his team is. But it also shows, do you really need a triple-double to win the game at all times? For example, LeBron James didn't need to average a triple-double to make his team better. Okay? If you look at it, maybe the triple-doubles are hurting his team. Maybe when he's going for a triple-double, but he doesn't get it, he's hurting his team. Because, honestly, when I watch him, it looks like to me that the team itself is setting up for him to get the triple-double. It's like they're boxing out Enes Kanter, Steven Adams, etc., etc. They're all boxing out, and he's trying to get the triple-double. And when he doesn't get it, it looks like it's hurting the team. It looks like it's hurting the team, which is obviously never a good thing. Okay, whereas James Harden, his triple doubles, they don't look forced. Like last night, I saw James Harden just doing some things that I've never seen him do before in terms of just exploding offensively and just exploding with rebounds and passing the ball and making his teammates better. I saw him explode on all levels, and that's how you win a basketball game. With exploding the way he did, that's how you win a basketball game. Making your teammates better. I know Russell Westbrook does that, but the point is when he's going for a triple-double and he doesn't get it and his team loses, that can actually lead some to say, and it's leading me to say, and it suggests to me, that him trying to get a triple-double actually hurts his team. Okay? But with James Harden, he's not averaging a triple-double, but his team is a higher seed, and they just came back from, I think they were down by nearly 20 points against the Cleveland Cavaliers. So that further proves the point, in my honest opinion, that James Harden is not forcing the triple-double, and Russell Westbrook kind of is, which is really frustrating because, honestly, Russell Westbrook's having a great season, but I just don't understand why people say, oh, well, if he averages a triple-double, he's definitely the MVP no matter what. Listen, he's a great player, but a 7th seed does not deserve an MVP regardless of who it is. I don't give a damn if it's Michael Jordan averaging 50. He doesn't deserve MVP. I don't give a damn if it's LeBron averaging 38 and 8. He doesn't deserve MVP. I don't give a damn if it's Kobe averaging 40. He doesn't deserve MVP. T-Mac, whoever the hell it is, if they're a 7th seed, I don't give a damn if they're playing a 1-on-5. Okay? Which so many stars have done throughout their day. They don't deserve MVP. Okay? And it's not like Russell Westbrook has no help. He has Victor Oladipo, Enes Kanter, Steven Adams. They just got Taj Gibson. I mean, he has some pretty damn good role players around him. Okay? And, James Harden, I would say James Harden has equally the same amount of help. It's just they're playing their role better than they are in Oklahoma City. And part of that reason is because sometimes it seems like when they're boxing out, it looks like they're boxing out and just waiting for Westbrook to grab the rebound. Or sometimes it seems like they're boxing out and they're waiting for Westbrook to, just grab it and go on a run or something like that, So in terms of that, there's a whole bunch more that comes into play. And I'm sorry to say it, but sometimes the triple doubles, and that kind of proves that Russell Westbrook. Like, if you get a triple-double and you win, that's great. I understand that. But the fact is that when he's going for a triple-double, which he is on every single night, it's so freaking obvious, which is a good thing and a bad thing. But if he's going for a triple-double and he doesn't get it, and his team is losing because of that, that says a lot about him. It says a lot about his team as well, but it also says a lot about him. Like, okay, maybe he's not helping his team as much as people think. Because let's say he's going for a rebound and he doesn't get it. And now that other team is on transition. Okay, now he's hurting his team because he's not back on defense like he should be, because he was going for a rebound that his big men should have got, but they didn't get because they were just boxing out waiting for Russell Westbrook to get it. Okay? So to me, and then you add the inefficiencies and the turnovers that both of these players have. I think they're equally as inefficient and turnover and costly on the turnovers. But in terms of winning, James Harden isn't averaging triple-double, but look at his team. So to me, it's just like, it's a no-brainer. James Harden is a 2016-17 NBA MVP. There's just no question about it. Now, I know a lot of people are going to say, oh, well, do you think Kawhi Leonard is in the conversation? Do you think Kevin Durant's still in the conversation? What about LeBron James? Now, in the beginning of the season, according to Basketball Reference, who obviously they get it right every year based on some probability thing that they have, and every single year they get it right. I looked back nearly, I think, 10 years, and every single year they get it right. It was James Harden, Kevin Durant, Kawhi Leonard, Stephen Curry, LeBron James, Russell Westbrook. Okay? And I kind of agreed with them. Now, Kevin Durant, now he stands no chance to win MVP because of the injury. That's obvious. Okay? He was having a very, very good season in terms of efficiency and just a whole bunch of other things. A very, very good season. But it's not going to happen with the injury. Stephen Curry, it wasn't going to happen anyway. But he had a slight chance, like a 2% chance. But it wasn't going to happen anyway. Kawhi Leonard, if the San Antonio Spurs can manage to take that number one seed, and they're only a half game behind Golden State, who knows, man? It could be, people saying like, whoa, wait a minute, this guy just upset James Harden, and it would be so unexpected. Once he gets that number one seed, though, if he gets it, people are going to start saying, okay, Kawhi deserves MVP. But it would be so unexpected because, honestly, no one was saying Kawhi's going to be MVP. We hear him in the conversation every now and then, but it's not like, okay, he's up there with, your Kevin Durant and your LeBron and Russell Westbrook and your Harden, and like, okay, they're going to win MVP. But now, it's like, with him approaching that number one seed, being the leader of the team, doing what he's doing this season, and just developing his offensive game the way he did, and being able to take over games and isolate, and he's not scared of that big moment. Like this season, I saw Kawhi go straight at Carmelo Anthony in the clutch. In crunch time, I saw Kawhi go at Carmelo Anthony. In crunch time, I saw Kawhi hit game winners. In crunch time, I saw Kawhi go at James Harden, go at LeBron James. I've seen him outscore James Harden 17-4 in the fourth quarter. But then on top of that, lock down James Harden. Like, that's crazy. Okay, so if Kawhi can get that number one seed, maybe, just maybe, Kawhi could upset James Harden. But as of now, I still have James Harden as the MVP. Just because, just what he's doing with the Houston Rockets. No one expected Houston to be this good. When I predicted the seedings for the Western Conference, I predicted it to be Golden State, Memphis, Los Angeles, and San Antonio. Okay? No one thought Houston would be this good. Actually, I think Max Kellerman predicted Houston to be a top-tier team in the NBA, which is crazy because last night against the Cleveland Cavaliers was an epic game. Absolutely epic. It was incredible to see Houston take over the way they did. They were down by nearly 20, and they just boom, took over, man. It was ridiculous. They were looking like it was looking like the NBA Finals out there. It was crazy. A Game 7 too with the pace. It was ridiculous. And the energy of Patrick Beverly getting in it, Kyrie getting in it, LeBron getting in it. LeBron and James Harden was getting hyped too. LeBron and James Harden were going back and forth at some points in time. And I'm sorry to say this, but James Harden outplayed LeBron last night. It's crazy. It was a game of epic proportions. But as of now, I'm James Harden as my MVP. I think Kawhi is second. In terms of my MVP list, it's James Harden, Kawhi Leonard, LeBron James, and then... Oh, actually, let me take that back. James Harden, Kawhi Leonard, Isaiah Thomas, LeBron James, Russell Westbrook, in terms of my MVP list. If Kevin Durant didn't get injured, KD would be second. Anyway, guys, let me know what you guys think about that in the comment section below. It's been your man, Steve. I'm out. Peace.